It's just a piece of protective stuff over there. It's not.
Oh,
This is the hose.
hopefully this damn thing works. The last one didn't work at all.
Well, if we don't ever get up there so we can power it up, we're not.
Well, good morning, folks. How y'all is? That cow there must have had some of my crawfish. So the replacement showed up for the damn Pulsar dual fuel generator. So we'll see if this one works or this one getting sent back. This looks like it's been refurbished. I see a couple of dings and stuff around. So we'll see how this one works, if it works, if we got to send it back. I can't say enough about the small Predator. That thing is kick ass for us during time of need. I guarantee. So it's about damn good in time for an oil change for that Predator. And we're going to put the fresh oil in this replacement they sent us on the Pulsar. So I always use premium oil. Honda oil is great for doing in generators and all. It's made to be used for a longer period of time in a high heat. So I always use. Same thing we used in the Pulsar the first time. So hopefully this one don't have a rod sticking out. So today it's turned off very cold and it's servicing day here at ERCOT. Let's get these generators up and running. And just like that, we back up and running. All right, so we got the wheels on, everything on, the handles. Put Teflon down here too, because I can smell the gas coming through this. It has some Teflon, put it on there. It's got a good seal now. And I got the big bottle of propane coming next week, so it should be in power supply for a while, as long as this one holds up. What I like about this one, it runs on propane, so it's much cheaper to operate than running gasoline through, especially the price of gas these days. Propane's on the rise too, but it takes far less propane than it does gasoline. So the next job here will be taking this machine here in for servicing, and we need to change the oil on it and all, so we're going to do that next. So let's get started on that. And I can't say enough about how important it is if you're going RVing and camping and all to get you all the different step down sizes and different configurations, because you never know what kind of situation you're going to end up in, what kind of pole service you're going to have in an RV park or a campsite, or if you're using generators, which plugs can go out on you and you got to manage through the night until you can get it fixed. So get you all these. They various prices, usually around 30 bucks a piece, but for good ones, but they worth it, I guarantee. Keep you from freezing or burning up, that's for sure. So in the Predator 4375, it takes a either 10 millimeter socket or 10 millimeter crescent wrench, whichever you got. So you can use the crescent wrench and find your little bits and all. If you're like me, you usually can't find all the bits, but I can always find the little crescent wrench. So we're gonna use that for this one. Got my grease pan under here, and I got a platform here. You can see this is a rolling cart to put it up on, so I can get up underneath it and drain it. Main thing is to remember is you need a good high detergent 10W30 in these, and I like to put the high mileage oil in there, because you gotta think about it. These things air cooled. They ain't water cooled. They get really hot, and think about it, you run them for 12 hours, 16 hours at a time, and they get hot and they get a lot of wear and tear. So change the oil regularly and all that good stuff. Maintenance is the key to keeping your machines running. Even cheap machines like these from Harbor Freight. So let's go ahead and crack this open here. So I was being super stubborn. So what I did is I went and got my 10mm socket here. Try it this way. Didn't want to go with that crescent wrench. There we go. Thing was being stubborn. Sometimes it goes like that. Alright, remember, have your tray up underneath here. So all that oil just go right down in the bottom there. Come out of there. That's some Texas tea right there. Black gold. So I'm also going to service the air filter here. Now I've had a lot of oil getting off in the air filter here as it goes along. And this one was a refurbished model, so I don't know if that's common in these models, but this one does get a lot of the motor oil going off in the air filter here, so I gotta clean it out pretty regularly. You can see down in here, it's collecting there. Not sure exactly why it's doing that, but it definitely ain't a good thing. And if you don't clean that out, it won't start on you, it'll run rough, and you get some backfires when you try to start it. If you see up in here, see right here collects a lot of motor oil right here. So I don't know if it's just this particular unit or this model does this in general, or what the story is with it, but quite a bit of it, as you see. That's after a couple days of use. So I have to add some oil to it and clean this out periodically here every couple of days. I'm running a lot. It could just be this unit's defective, or it's just this model in general has that issue. I'm not sure. If you have one of these particular units, you can let me know below. So I'm going to say this oil change is about 100 hours of use. I wouldn't go past 100 hours without changing the oil. It just gets too black, and then run the risk of burning the motor up. You don't want to do that. And I'm good about servicing my equipment. I probably should have done this about 20 hours ago, but you know, it's not a perfect world. You got shit comes up and all, and you can't just stop everything and doing and service things all the time. What upset me so much about that last unit I had, the Pulsar, is that I did it exactly the way it said to do, and it still messed up, so it's kind of frustrating. Okay, so we're gonna go back in here, like so. And this unit should be, once we get the oil changed here, we should be in really good shape. So run it again next time. That's a great unit. If it ain't too hot or too cold and you ain't got to run heat and air, or if your heat's on propane, this works great. If you can jump these, I'll show you here in a second. You can jump these two 15 amps to 30. Really works good. It's got quite a bit of power for the size of it. But this is great for like fall time and all, because it's just big enough but not too big, and it doesn't burn a lot. You can put 4 gallons in this this unit and run it for 16 hours on 4 gallons. So it's a pretty efficient unit, and for the price, you just can't beat it. One of the things you do when you're changing the oil on a generator like this size is take your knee against it, tilt it back, all that stuff on the bottom, they're out. Help it along a little bit. That way you get as much fresh stuff as possible in there. gradual tilt there. Alright, so we're about done with it draining off there. Put the plug back in and refill. Alright, back to it, folks. Put your plug back in. Hand tighten there. Let's go this way. All right, that's good and tight. Your dipstick is your fill line for your motor oil. So you want to get you one of these here. You want to have a, let me take it out of the bag here. I keep it in a bag so it doesn't get nasty with dirt on it. You don't ever want to get dirt in the engine, sand, anything. So you want you a good funnel that has a hose on it so you can get down in there like so. In the hole you go. And we're going to use this time we're using Valvoline high mileage synthetic blend. And, I suggest using something high mileage because you really have a lot of friction on these small engines here. They work really hard. And in we go. And with motor oil, slow and low is the tempo. So we got our first half quart in there, and I'm gonna go ahead and check it. Clean your stick real good before you check it, that way you know where you're at. And I know we need to add more. I'm just showing you all for this for reference, because if you don't tilt it and all, you can still have quite a bit down in there, and you don't want to ever overfill. The oil go up over the valve there and cause you all kinds of problems. See, we're still not registering. I knew we wouldn't be. Just showing you all for a tip there so you don't overfill. So we will continue filling. All right, so we got good oil. We're right where we need to be, and that's about between 2/3 and 3/4 of a quart. So it takes under a quart. And we're on a good level surface. I'm on concrete here. So when you're checking the oil, and when you're running your generator, have it on a good level surface, and that keeps everything running correctly. If you're on an uneven surface, the oil won't pump through the engine like it's supposed to, and you get issues. So it's just a good rule of thumb when you're messing with these things. And when you're taking that plug out, it's good not to smash your thumb, like I did. Well, the storm clouds are starting to roll in. It's supposed to be some severe weather tomorrow. So, trying to wrap up everything we can today before that hits. So, before them storms hit, I'm going to burn off a few more of these brush piles here. That's what I've been burning on. Gotta get that one over there. And I got a couple more piled up here. Well, the wind has changed from the north back to the south ahead of these storms. There's another cold front coming in tomorrow, and it's very late in the year. We actually had a frost a couple nights ago. It was a record. It was the latest in the year it's ever frosted here, and it got down damn cold in the 20s, which was unheard of for this time of year. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and stop burning because the wind gusts are starting to pick up. I don't want to burn from here to Oklahoma. So I think we'll call it good. Now when I do burn, I do keep a fire extinguisher with me in case it does gust up and try to get out of control real quick. I can control it back down. I got 3 or 4 fire extinguishers just for that reason. It's the middle of nowhere and there ain't nobody gonna come and save the day right away. So you gotta have yourself prepared. Look out for your land and your neighbor's land. You don't want to burn their place down either. So always be careful when you're burning. I mean, you're supposed to love thy neighbor, right? You have to pardon the wind because it's getting windy, like I said. But you can see this part of the land I have not got to fixing on yet. Still got a lot of tree trimming and all to do over towards the pond. I just haven't got that far yet. This is a large property, and it's just gonna take time after that tornado hit last year to did a hell of a lot of damage. So it's just taking a long time to get everything cleaned up. But I don't have to get it all cleaned up at one time, so that's a good thing. Starting to work on restructuring this barn here and start doing some actual building here, not too long away, early summer. So mainly focusing on cleaning up around this particular area, get it all suited, and then as time goes on, I can clean up the rest of that land back in there. Oh, and I do have the first solar panel somewhat installed. Ghetto fabulously, of course. It's secured to the trailer here, and it's facing the west, getting that west sun. And we got it all plugged in here. I got all the adapters and everything. So, hopefully we'll get some power out of this. We'll see. So as far as for how this channel goes, it's pretty much a dead channel. I don't get new subscribers, and I don't get that many views. So I do have some loyal fans here that I do appreciate very much. The guys that stay on here and comment all the time and all. You guys are great. I really appreciate you. But I don't know where to go with this channel because it started off as kind of a spoof, crazy cooking channel, and then I wanted to add some travel vids and all, and I really enjoy doing the Insane on the Road series, showing y'all some cool food finds from the road and stuff like that. I think that's very interesting to me anyway. Then I'll show y'all some of the farm life and different things. It's a truly became a variety channel. It's got a little everything, and for whatever reason, variety channels just don't work. For instance, you look at the 60s and 70s, television itself had a lot of variety channels, and they just didn't last long. For whatever reason, to me, they're very interesting. I like to see different things. I don't like things to get stale and boring. But I know YouTube really likes to see you do the same type content over and over and over. I think it helps them with their selling your channel to the advertisers type thing. So I don't know. I don't know where to go with this channel. I'm put a lot of time and effort and a lot of editing and doing our own music for the channel. That's something that's kind of cool. And I do throw some app-based music in there from my editing software sometimes, because it just fits the scenes better than my rock and roll and some of the blues riffs and stuff we do. But I don't really know where to go with this channel. It's just not growing. really stagnant right now. It's not even getting 100 views per video, and the time and effort I put into it just doesn't seem like it pays off to spend that much time and effort if you're not getting the views and all. And I don't know how to get the views. If you guys got any comments below, which way you'd like to see the channel go, I don't know. But I'm kind of at a loss right now. It just really didn't take off like I hoped it would. Me personally, I love showing you how to cook stuff. I've spent 30 years in the restaurant business, 29 years in the restaurant business, so I have a lot of insight and all, and show you all some cool tricks to trade and cool tricks to recipes and things like that. And that's fun to do. I enjoy doing those for you. But me personally, I love to do the road trip stuff, where you're going through some back roads and find some cool foods, some boudin or some tamales in the middle of nowhere or something like that. You know, that's fun to do. I love finding those myself. When I sit on the road, I don't really have a plan, a game plan. I don't have a place I'm going. It's just stuff I find on the road. So you're seeing it for the first time as I'm seeing it in real life. So that to me is awesome television, or awesome content for YouTube. Because I don't know where I'm going. It's not pre-scripted. It's not I'm going to this destination, I'm going to show this thing or this food. No, it's I order what I want to eat and show y'all what it's like and all. And one thing I do in those road trips, though, I do buy more things than I normally would, just to show y'all more variety. Normally I wouldn't buy oysters, crawfish, boudin, crackling, and all that at one time. It's a lot, you know. I'm not gonna eat all that. But I want to show you what it looks like from different places and things like that. So, anyway, but those things cost a lot of money to do. Those road trips are not cheap. And I was hoping at some point I would get enough subscribers to have enough ad revenue to kind of offset some of those costs, so I could do more of them. But it just hadn't played out like that, and I don't know. I don't know where to go with the channel. If I should just shut it down and start producing on one of my other channels that I abandoned, or what to do. I don't know. But in the comments below, let me know what you would like to see on this channel. If you'd like to see this channel go on, or think it's a good time to end it. I just don't know anymore. I've been contemplating this the last week or two in my head, and I talked to Lamont at Large about it. And I'm going to meet up with him next week, and actually the week after next. I'm really busy next week, but the week after next I'm going to meet up with him and kind of discuss which way to go with it. I'm actually shooting on this gimbal here that he got me, and I got to start using it more if I do continue going on with this channel, or whatever channel I go to. I think I'll probably always be on YouTube because I enjoy creating, but there's much other ways to, I guess, less expensive ways to do content than some of the stuff I do. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Who knows? I may go out on the road with him for a week or two and film some of my style content, and he can do his style content, and see how that mixes. It should be fun. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, guys, just a state of the union. Of the disunion address, and love to hear your comments below. See you next time.
Mustard and biscuits there, chef.